use that money to silence anybody who talks against them. I want to talk about the natural resources. The natural resources that are now a problem, the problem of my country in South Sudan is about these resources. There are people now who are crying that they have not got an opportunity to come to South Sudan. The war was on for more than 20 years in Sudan. Alhamdulillah, President Bashir is here with you. He brought peace. And when peace was signed, the vultures that were hovering over Sudan landed. We have learned in our cultures that when you see vultures hovering around, and this was one time said by our late leader, Dr. John, there must be a dead animal or something is going to die. So when they realized that there was peace to be signed, they approached Sudan, and especially South Sudan. They knew there will be a vacuum of administration there. Now, yes, they came in. In a very short time, you found that Juba was filled up with many people. And they linked up with some of my colleagues in the government. By that time, we had received a good amount of money from the oil share that we were sharing with President Bashir. That money was disappearing day by day to where you cannot trace it. Now, when I realized that the money was flying away, because they took it in a very intelligent way. People came in as contractors that they want to construct roads, bridges, and many things. And so they entered into contracts. Now when you make contracts and you have signed your contract, you go and look for somebody who has the capacity. You don't have money. You say now you want 30% down payment or 40% down payment. They have to take this money from South Sudan before they could start to do. Those who wanted to build roads will take this percentage so that they go and come with one tractor, one bulldozer, and they say they will come and build the roads. That was one way. Some people disappeared with the money up to now. They never came back. Now, I tried to use my few ammunition under my possession to shoot down whoever is doing this thing. I don't mean the guns ammunition. I used laws. And I started by giving out letters to those whom I have suspected to have taken money, that you bring back this money. There is an account that you have to remit this money there silently. Nobody will know it, and I will not expose you. You come and tell me if you want something for your children, tell me how much have you taken. Have you taken 5 million? Have you taken 10 million? What have you taken? We'll come and see, will I leave you something for your children, or will I take it all? That did not work. I made an attempt, which His Excellency here said before he did. I did not go in person to the countries, but I wrote to them all, the international financial institutions that are known and the countries that are known in the world. I wrote to them to help me trace this money in their banks and send it back to me. I got 2 responses. One, those who are generous enough will say this is a very good step that you have taken, and we are going to try our best to help you. To this day, or even tomorrow, I will not get the answer. That was the best group. The other group said, well, we don't expose our customers. We don't have that in our laws, that we run after anybody who might have hidden money in any bank. We don't do it. Full stop. Now, how do you think this money will be retrieved from those people? The issue of natural resources is our problem in South Sudan, and we have so much of it. You can count them as many as they are, leave alone the oil, leave the land for agriculture, leave the timber, but the real minerals that are underneath, they are many. And water itself, all these have become an insecurity to the people of South Sudan. And there are people who have now come up to fight us indirectly, that they have not been allowed to share in these resources. And they were the ones who brought us the independence. I don't really think that they brought us the independence. South Sudanese asked for their independence since 1947. I was not born. And see how old I have grown now. 1955, the first rebellion started in South Sudan. And Southerners went to the bush. They fought for 17 years. That was stopped 1972. For a while up to 1983. Then it was triggered again. And that went on up to 2005, when President Bashir bravely took the decision to end the war. We are now 2 nations, 2 countries, and we say we are 1 people and 2 countries. And we want to live in peace so that we benefit from all the resources that we have in this region. It should be the same that those people who are claiming to have helped us bring the independence are not. They have not. Southerners fought by themselves. And if there are friends who have come to help them, those friends who helped them during the war have not asked up to now that why did you not call us to come and share in enjoying these resources with you? They did not. And those who want to impose themselves have become the problems. And they are now backing this rebellion which has happened in South Sudan. You all know that we are now fighting a new rebellion in South Sudan, which happened on the 15th of December last year. What was the cause? It is what I said from the beginning, that once these people accumulated money, somewhere they would want to have power in their hands, so that they deal away with whoever they don't want, and then to use the money at their will. These are the people who rebelled in December. It is a long story. If I go down to explain it to you, the whole day will go. But this is enough to know that it was through this, because I have always been hammering on the people who have taken the money. They go and make agreements outside, and they say, well, the day we will take power here, we will kick out whoever that has been given any concession in the oil fields. Doing what? We will bring you in to come and do it. And so the insecurity has come to South Sudan because of the resources. And those vultures are still hovering over us, that they must come in to come and run away with whatever that they can take. I want to conclude by saying that the forum and the African continent must organize itself so that these things are handled by themselves. Africans themselves must get solutions for African problems. Nobody should come from outside to come and tell us, yes, I will do this for you. We should do things ourselves. And if we don't do that, we will remain alone without anything. The whole thing, the country will be taken, you will remain working, but as dead things. I don't want to waste your time, but solutions of African problems must be in the hands of the Africans. And the security and corruption, put them together. Don't separate them. That they are separate. Once there is corruption, there is insecurity. Thank you.